And as you see on the on my title, I'm going vertical. So this is something new I guess YouTube is doing with the vertical lives. I could see, I'm just looking at stuff and seeing what the heck is going on here. There's the chat, live chat. So this is all new to me. Good morning, Lakeland, Florida. What's up, Kevin? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you, buddy. IL, what's up? I'm just pressing stuff right now to see what the heck stuff is here on this vertical. So you can start a pool. Okay. What the heck is this over here? Share and cancel. I guess you can switch camera. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Yeah, I just wanted to do this vertical live today, just to get, talk to you a little bit about what I did yesterday. I got that. If you guys were in my live yesterday, you know that I went down and I purchased the discs, the DH15 from Land Pride. So I got that on order. And yeah, getting ready for planning. Tomorrow we're going down to camp. Hey, Dad, how are you? Trying this new live. It's a vertical live. And I'm still iffy on it. Fishhead, what's up, brother? Yeah. The live stream, it gets shared in the shorts. That's what I'm seeing. Hey, Mom. But yeah, Fishhead, I was just researching it for a couple days. And this form will get shared out. Hey, Rick, what's up, brother? Thanks for coming in. So this way, this vertical form will get shared in the shorts feed. Now, I've looked at people and seen, what they were doing and everything. People say they like this form. I don't know. I think there's a place for it. I don't know if I'm doing stuff at home, I think like in studio type podcasts and things, I think I like the horizontal. But I think there is a time and place for this. Like I was thinking like out in the field, like if I'm hunting for my tree stand, I may go vertical live that way. But then again, I'm thinking I like it horizontal because you can see everything and I can move the camera so you guys can see it live. Is this way you're sort of, up. So we'll see what happens. It's supposed to go into the shorts feed if you're in the program, or if it's a testing process right now, I think. What I read up on, and some people can see it in the feed. Some people can't yet until I guess it goes full blown, out live type deal. But you still don't get your live watch hours until it's published. So that's at least what it said. Now today I was looking at my watch hours for my live yesterday, and it seemed like I had all my views on it. Usually you don't get your watch time until it's public for lives. So I'm gonna have to research that more and see what's going on with these vertical lives and things like that. But when I researched it the last couple days, it said that you won't get your watch time until it becomes a VOD, video on demand. What's up, Blakes? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you, buddy. So yeah, real quick, I always want to mention my affiliates and partners real quick. Fishoholic, great company. Go to my description. Look, they don't have like a YouTube channel or anything. He's basically on Facebook and Amazon links and stuff. So I have all that in my description, along with everybody that I'm mentioning is in my description of my videos. So go over, check them out if you don't mind. I have custom links in there. I have share codes and stuff like that. Go down it. Epidemic Sound is also in there. I have an invite link for that to go over and check them out as well. So we have Fishoholic, great company. They have some great clothing. They have great sunglasses. If you're interested in a decent pair of sunglasses for the money, go to Fishoholic or go to my links and purchase a pair. You won't be disappointed. FishAngler, I am an ambassador, VIP member with FishAngler. I'll be working closely with Joy over there in the media department. We're going to be working on some YouTube things coming up for FishAngler. Yuletech, Christian over Yuletech, great company. I am an affiliate partner with them. Angler Tungsten, Placino. I'd like to thank you all you guys letting me be a part of your family and let me into your company. Rubline Scents, I wanted to mention Rubline Scents as well. They have some great scent out there. I used it last year. We were pretty successful with using that. Domain Outdoors LLC, that's a seed company that I'll be using this year. We're going to be using that in Ohio and definitely down at our camp in PA here. We're going to be planting and using the Domain seed. I'd like to thank Joe at Winsent. Can't say enough about Joe and the Winsent company. They have Winsent, they have Final Rest, and Fourth Arrow products. Any kind of filming needs, you want camera arms or anything, go to Fourth Arrow. I have a, hey PB, what's up, buddy? Thanks for coming in, Paul. I appreciate you. If you guys don't mind, hit that like button, please. I appreciate it. But Winsent has some great scents. They have the vaporized scents, all different kinds. They have the scent pads now. They have the vaporizer minis and then the 2.0. Awesome, awesome products. So go over and check Winsent. Fourth Arrow is they have gun rest, tripods for guns and crossbows and things to shoot out of blinds. They also have the camera arms. I think I want to try to do this real quick. Let me see if I can, I want to move this down. Chad, what's up, brother? Thank you for coming in, man. Going vertical if you don't know. I'm going to move it down like that a little bit, I think. But I have my tripod here. It's a little chintzy. Let me do that and move it. And this is all new to me, guys, so don't worry. Sorry about the camera moving. Okay, plus my big head's right in the way. Okay, so let's see. So let's try that right there. Okay, we're going to try that. But yeah, Winston has the fourth camera arms for all your recording needs. I'm doing a extendable camera arm review. It's going to be coming out really soon. I actually just edited that video yesterday. So that's getting ready to come out. But I have a bunch of content coming out. I have an Ohio scouting for deer after the season. That's coming out. I have, what else do I have? I have my Park camera, my VUP Peek camera. The solar camera's coming out. And then I have... I don't even know what, I got a bunch of stuff coming out. So, and then this weekend I may do something. What's up, Matt? Thanks for coming in, brother. I may be doing a giveaway. I got to think about it. I got a couple things that I might want to give away that were only like used once that, you know, from all the product reviews and stuff that I do. So keep an eye out for that. I also wanted to thank another part of the affiliate and my partners is Phil over at Limit Shield. I'm part of them. I just got on board with them this year and their products are awesome. So if you get a chance, you know, look them up on a website and browse their products. They have some really good scent killing products for deer hunting. So, you know, you want to go over there and check them out. So that's all my shout outs. I'd like to thank my sponsors with the sponsor packages this month. And that's Jason from JJ Drones. That's Carl from Chillin' in Indiana. Carl, I'm glad if you're listening, Carl, I hope you're doing well. I know he just got back from the hospital. I don't want to say anything about it, but I know he was away for a while. He was in a hospital, so I'll let you guys know in the community. I don't want to be the first one to let you guys know anything. Let him tell you guys. But I'm glad Carl's doing better now. And also Dan the Droning Veteran. And that's the sponsor packages that I have, guys. It's a $5, $10, and $25 package. And that is, you know, you get the $5 package, you get shout outs, shared. All your content gets shared on my channel. I shout you out on my videos. You're in every one of my videos. What I do is I make up an intro with all my sponsors. So you'll get that, and then the $10 package is the same thing as the $5, but you're going for 3 weeks, and then you get a free pack of my baits that gets sent to you, no charge. It just sends baits of my choice that I make. I actually got to make a pack of, I actually got to make some baits up for Iowa Trappers auction. I got to make that up this weekend, so when I get back on Sunday, I'm going to make that box up and ship that out on Monday. And then Dan the Droning Veteran as well. Thank you for being a sponsor. But the $10 package is just like the $5, and you get a free pack of baits. And then the $25 one is you get shared out in all the social media, all my social media, all your videos I share out for you. That will be $25, and you get 2 packs of my baits, free shipping. So hopefully if you guys, you know, check it out, it can help. It's helped Dan and Carl, you know, like with Dan with his channel. Carl really don't put much out. Jason, he's always been on my channel. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thanks, man. I really do appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much. And that all goes right back into my channel, bro. So thank you very much. But yeah, if anybody's interested in a sponsor package, the reason why I did that was not memberships is because I don't want you guys to be committed to a payment every month. I want you to be able to, if you want to pay or donate to me, you can do that anytime. You don't have to do it at the beginning of the month, the end of the month. You can do it anytime. I keep track of when you do it. You know, if you want a 2-week, 3-week, or a month. Anytime, you're not committed to any payment. You can give me the $5 tomorrow. You can give it me at next month, whatever you want to do. And then I put you on my videos. Like I said, share you out. You go on my website and things like that. So it can help and bring in some subs and stuff like that and get some notoriety. Not that I'm a big channel and I'm a big, big crazy channel that you're going to get millions of views and stuff with. But I try to help out the community for giving me something. Yeah, Rams apparently was timed out. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you. Thanks, Matt. Thanks for whacking him. Going vertical. Who knows what we're going to have in here if we go vertical. But yeah, so this is new forum for me, this vertical stuff. So I'm trying it out today. I'm going to get it in my analytics, see what happens. So if you guys could help me out, hit that like button, please. I appreciate it. What else was I going to... Yeah, so the sponsored packages, go over, check out my website. The website is offthehookoutdoors.us. I sell my baits over there. I also have all my social media contacts and things over there and a bunch of pictures of me with fishing. And I don't have as many hunting pictures up yet because I just have the fishing section. I was working on that. But I have to get in there this year and start working on the hunting section of my website. So I got a bunch of pictures and things, and there's going to be some information on there, some stuff like that. I don't know if I'm ever going to do a membership. I just think no matter how many memberships that I do, I just will never feel that I give you guys back enough. So I really don't want to get into the memberships. But for the sponsor packages and things like that, I believe I provide, a decent service to you guys for like doing that for me. You know what I mean? So, but the membership thing, I'm just not into. I would always be nervous about, giving you guys what you deserve and trying to get you stuff, and it doesn't seem feasible for me. I'd always want to give you more and more, and I'd be working, and I still wouldn't think that you're getting enough for your money if you're giving me your hard-earned money every month. That's just not what I do. I would rather do the sponsor packages and give you no commitment, because nowadays, who knows? People have money, they don't have money, so I just give you the option if you want to. Send me the money and I can shout you out and hopefully help you out on your YouTube and, anything else. But I share on Instagram and Facebook as well, so it could help you out in all those other ways too. Yes, for sure. That's what I'm doing, Matt. I don't want to do the memberships and because it's a pressure thing too. Hey, Doc, what's up, buddy? Thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate that. Anybody that wasn't in Modog's live last night, he had a long... Well, Modog's known for his long lives and stuff anyway, but he had a giveaway last night. His 1K giveaway is pretty cool. So, I did that Siri thing that he did last night. It was pretty cool. I mean, I'd probably do it again, but that was a good thing that he did the Siri. A lot of people, I don't think, really liked it, maybe. But memberships cause problems. I was a member of a few channels and I stopped, and they stopped talking to me. Yeah, I don't want that. You know what I mean? I don't want that. I never want that to be about money. Now, don't get me wrong. I appreciate the donations and stuff, and it all goes right back into my channel. But the membership thing, it could cause issues because you as a member, you're going to want something from the channel. And I see a lot of channels out there, I'm not mentioning any names, that have memberships, but they don't offer anything. They're just doing their videos again. They don't offer anything extra. People may throw like a members only thing in there, but really when you're trying to grow a YouTube channel, you members only, there's nobody else in there that's going to see it. So it's sort of like defeats the purpose of that in a way. That's why the sponsor packages, at least I'm sharing you out to people and trying to get your channels out there and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that, and another thing too that's always on my mind, and this might hit a nerve with some people that do it, and I don't mean no disrespect to Reef Robber and the people that share videos out on lives, but if you're first of all, you don't get right now you don't get your watch time from your lives. Like during your live hours, you're not getting those time. It's got to wait till it goes public, and then you get your watch time. So people have a misconstrued on that, and that's been that way for a while. Now I'm looking into seeing what YouTube's doing to change things. They may be doing something, because my live from yesterday has the full views and watch time right now, but it isn't fully processed yet. So once it processes, I'll see if it says since published. So like when you're done with your live, you'll see 25 hours of your live time. Yep. I'm like a doctor. I like hitting nerves. Yeah, no, yeah, I know. But what was I saying? So the lives, after it's published, you get the watch time, but I still have my watch time in there. So once it gets published and it goes, fully public with the VOD, then we'll see if the views go down since published. Because yesterday I had 42 views in my live when I ended it, and then today I have 88 views. So people watched it after. But during it's published, while it's being published and checked and all that, all those views that you're getting to that never counted. And then when it turns public, you'll see you had 88 views on your YouTube channel. Everybody can see that. But when you go into your analytics, you'll see since published views, and it'll be like 15, 20. So you don't get all that. So I don't know where people think they're getting all their watch time from these lives that are staring at an aquarium or in a dog cage watching their dog all day. That doesn't work. And I think that's why YouTube did that, because too many people were doing that. Is my audio okay, and the video seems okay to you guys? Boom. Man. Rick, I don't even know what to say, brother. Thank you very much, man. Now I'm going to have to, yeah, I got to talk to you about that one, buddy. But thank you very much, man. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Man, thank you. And then that all goes back into the channel, guys. I just got a GoPro 12. Thanks. Thank you, Rick. I really appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. But I just got a GoPro 12 recently. Didn't even start it up yet. But the reason why I didn't do that is because I'm doing a video on how to set up the GoPro 12. And then after I do that, I'm going to do a setup video with you guys, because it's a little different. You have to upgrade it. You have to download something to get it even to work at the beginning. So you got to your old channel. All right. That'll work. I'll put it towards the mold. I'll probably buy the mold for you now. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. But we were talking about a mold and going in and doing a mold for him, so for soft plastic. So, but yeah, the live thing, like I said, I don't know how that's working right now. But usually you don't get your hours until you're published. So what else was I talking about before I got interrupted by the big boom? But yeah, the membership thing, like I said, I tried to. Hey, James, thank you. Thank you for coming in, buddy. Appreciate you. I'm showing one like, guys, so please, if you can, I don't know if it's one, I don't know how this form works. I see one like up there. I see 11 likes. I'm sorry. I got 19 people in here, so please hit that like button for me if you don't mind. Going vertical, guys. It's the first time I'm trying it out, so we'll see what happens. It's kind of cool, I guess. I could see the chat. When I'm vertical, when I'm horizontal. Thanks, Rick. I appreciate you, buddy. When horizontal, I can't see the chat like I can see it here, so I kind of like that. But getting back to the live streaming and stuff is, we'll see what happens with that. I'll let you guys know. And like I said before, with the I don't want anything from my music. No, you got a high five, brother. You got the fist pump from me, Matt. You always got the fist pump. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I appreciate you guys being in here. You know what I mean? And this is why I do this stuff. Hopefully you enjoy it. I try to bring you some interesting content that I think's interesting. And it doesn't matter to me if I have 5 people in here talking about something that we all love, as long as they're in here talking about it, or if there's 150 people in here. I'm happy either way. So as long as you're interested in my content and we're talking about it, it doesn't matter to me, how many people are in my lives or anything like that. So now I do ask for the likes and things like that, but that helps push your live out there and get it out there in the algorithm so more people can see you. So, and I'm hoping that this vertical thing, because they're supposed to share this on the shorts side of things. Yeah, we're always trying to do different ideas. My head's always spinning, man. See the smoke's coming out of my ears right now because I'm thinking of 20 different things. But yeah, so this is supposed to be shared out to shorts, the shorts feed, and I don't know what that's going to do. I do shorts based on my videos a lot. Now, if I see something interesting down the road, like a cat chasing a turkey or a deer doing something, or I'll video it and I'll make a short with it. But usually all my shorts relate to a video that I did or comes from a video that I did to get out there to try to bring people into my long form. I just think that the shorts, you can do a short. I believe there should be a shorts channel and a regular long form channel. If you want to do shorts because the people that are watching your shorts for 15 seconds, you get a view from it and your watch time goes down. You know what I mean? So it can mess with your analytics a little bit. So I have a lot of different things to say about that, but that is another live podcast. That'll be another informational podcast later on down the road. And then I'm sure I'll be doing some things with this vertical stuff too. So yeah, really appreciate each and every one of you guys coming in today. We got 29 in here, so that's awesome. Hit that like button for me. What else do I want to talk about? I do want to talk about what we're doing this weekend with the pruning of the apples and our food plots and stuff. So I'm going to get into that in a little bit. Great video, the well stream. Thank you. I appreciate you guys coming in. I really do. Let's see, the live stream thing. What else did I want to talk about? Yeah, just, I have different views of things. I research everything. You know what I mean? Like, I get into it on the technical side. I'm not a technical person, but I want to know how things work. Like, I just watched about 4 or 5 videos this morning about this vertical stuff. And it gets shared out. And it's supposed to get shared out into the shorts feed. Hitch, what's up, brother? Thank you for coming in, man. That was great products. That was a great thing what you did to Modog last night, man. Daily MD, what's up? Just subscribe. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. You'll be doing a live today? Yeah, and if you guys haven't noticed, too, since Rick mentioned that, I've been doing stuff on Facebook as well. So if you guys don't have me over on Facebook, I have a personal page, Ted Polanowski Jr. over there, but my Off the Hook page is a product of that. And I want you guys to go over there and check that out. If you deal with Facebook, go over there. I do my videos over there. I do them in a different way over there. I do new intros, like Facebook intros and things like that over there. And I do reels and stuff off of there. So if you haven't followed me over on Facebook, please do so. I'd appreciate that. But I'm doing that platform like my YouTube platform. I'm trying to get and reach some people on Facebook that don't like to come to YouTube and vice versa. So I went over to Facebook and started doing videos and things over there and information. American Dream, hey, thank you. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Man, I was rooting for you to get the game camera. I wanted that game camera. Hitch, I'm doing a review. I just edited it yesterday. And it's the Park, the TC22 by VUP Peek. I think VUP Peek is the company. And safe travels to camp tomorrow because of the snow coming. Yeah, I got my truck back, so we're good. I'm good with the snow. I have no problem with that. But me and Theo are going to go down. My dad will be down there. We're going to have a couple guys down there. But I'll get into that in a second. Like there's different things that I research. Should I watch Netflix? Anna Hernandez. Thanks for coming in, Anna. I appreciate you. I don't know. You can watch Netflix or you can hang out with us this morning. So either or. I appreciate you being here. Hit that like button if you don't want to be. Ted, Muddy still has their special going on with cell cameras, 2 for $100. That's cool. Well, what I was talking about was I always wanted to Tacticam. I like that. I like them a lot. But I don't have one. But I was doing a review. I just did a review on the Park TC22. It's really a VUP Peek camera, but Park, I guess. Thank you, and I appreciate that. Park sells them, or probably that's their company that makes them. And it's a solar-powered camera. And it's a Wi-Fi and Bluetooth camera. So I have that. I just edited Hitch, so make sure you check that out. I think the price is 99 bucks. It's Wi-Fi, but it's not a cell cam. You don't have the subscription or nothing. But you can't look at your pictures unless you're about 30 yards away from your camera. It picks up Wi-Fi to your phone to the camera. So you don't actually have to walk up to your camera to mess with it, pull the SD card out. You just pull it up on your camera and or on your phone, and you can look at all the pictures. And it takes really good pictures. You'll see the review here real soon coming up. It's just I have so much content out, I don't know when to put it out, and I don't want to jam it all in one week because I upload every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on my channel. So if you guys don't know that, please stop into my channel every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. I work really hard at trying to get a video out every Wednesday. So please, you know, come over and come in. But so Hitch, the solar powered is, before you put the camera out, and I'm giving the review away a little bit, but I have a scoring system too on my reviews now. Since I'm doing so many product reviews, I got the off-the-hook scoring system. So I rank it out of 30 points in 5 different categories. Hey, Charlie, what's up, ugly dog? Thank you for coming in. Another guy who makes some great baits right there, guys. He paints a lot of hard baits, and it's really good. Yeah, the battery's in the cool. So what you do, Hitch, is you charge it first. So you charge it here. I charged it at my house for a good 3 or 4 hours until the light goes off. And then the camera, if I could, I don't know how to share screens on here. But if anybody wants to go to Amazon and look up the TC22 by Cam Park, they can and put the link in here. But if they don't want to, that's no big deal. But I don't know how to share screens in here and go look for stuff. If I was on my computer, I could do it, but I can't do it from my phone. So you charge it for a good 3 or 4 hours. You get a good charge on it first. Force One, what's up, brother? Thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate you. So you charge it up. You got to set it up, you know, with your SD card and all that. You still need an SD card. It has a great screen on it and everything. I think you guys will be impressed with it. I'm impressed with it. It's for like 99 bucks. So you charge it up, then you take it out in the field. It has a solar panel built in right to the top of it. And you set it up. It has a laser light where you can set it up to where you want to go. And I did it down at my camp. You saw the video of my deer management. Well, now I got my cameras on all that stuff, so I'm going to bringing that to you. Took some great pictures. The turkey pictures and deer pictures and everything are great. So I had it up for like a week, and I went down and pulled the pictures off of it. Now, the only thing, and I'm not 100% sure, I'm probably going to have to look it up more for you guys for this review. And let you guys know, because in the review, I didn't do it, but I don't think you can erase the SD card from your phone. So when I go up to it and I look at all the pictures, you can save them. That's cool. Wwisey, I'm going to be moving up, updating my cameras this week and getting them back out once the solar chargers are purchased. That's cool. That's real cool. Wwisey's a good camera as well. But I really like the Tacticams, but I'll try a Wwisey. You get me a deal on a Wwisey, I'll buy one. So you go up to it, you can be within 30 yards, so you don't have to walk up, put your scent and all that on the camera. Because when I do my cameras, I always wear rubber gloves and stuff. I just feel I'm a scent freak. And it's kind of weird, but I do that. And or I'll spray it down and wipe it off with scent with the Elima Shield. So you can go up to about 30 yards away. That's wherever, it's a little different. Like when I was in an open field, I was about 50 yards away from the camera and it worked. So basically, you get it on your phone and you can see all the pictures, and I believe you can save the pictures to like your library, but you can't, when you erase the pictures off your phone, I don't think it comes off the SD card. I think you physically have to pull the SD card out to erase it, but I'm not 100% sure on that, and I'm going to find out this weekend, and I'll let you guys know because I don't have that in the review. I actually forgot to put that in the review, but doing so many reviews, I'm getting better and better at the reviews, so when I do a product review, definitely come over and check it out because we're rating it in the scoring system. So that'll be really cool. Let's see what else did I want to. I got the disc yesterday down at the Kubota dealer. So I went down and purchased them. How far do you set your cameras from your stand? This year down at Ohio, I had my cameras about 10 yards away from where I was dumping food, which was in between me and the where I was dumping food at. So it was about 10 yards away from my blind. But what I do is I work my way from where my stand is. I work my way back on trails and things like that. And Bob is another person. He has it on his Foodplots and things. But trails leading to it, sometimes, most of the time, Hitch by Hitch, that's not an issue. SD will hold a ton. Yeah, and you're right, Hitch. It does hold a ton. So, like after like this winter, like February, March, and April, I'll probably pull the card in April and clear it and put it back in. Like 2 or 3 months probably. What's your favorite sport? It depends what kind of sport. Hunting is my favorite, then fishing. But if it's like playing sports, hockey's my favorite. I played hockey all my life. Hockey was my favorite. Then since my son loves, I mean, I like football, don't get me wrong, but my son, I'm a baseball fan too because my son plays baseball. Growing up, I played baseball and hockey, but hockey is my favorite sport. You look like that actor dude. Do I look like the actor dude on the, who? The Arrow guy? I forget his name, but I've heard that before. Jeremy Renner, yes. I've heard that before. I wish I made Jeremy Renner's money. But yeah, I've heard that before. I don't know if that's a plus or a minus for myself. So yeah, Hawkeye. You can call me Hawkeye there, Matt. With the bow and crossbow, they can call me Hawkeye. I'll take that nickname. I used to be Timber Ghost. You are the best. Thanks, Lord. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. But yeah, you can call me Hawkeye, Matt. That could be my nickname. I kind of like that name, Hawkeye. But I always went by Timber Ghost. Nicole Midland, hello. How are you? Melissa Barrett, how are you? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming in. So yeah, so I'm excited. We got the discs ordered. It should be 2 or 3 weeks, and we'll have our discs for planting season. I wish I had my drone for this planting season, and I'm probably not going to have it. They're expensive. On the go with Lizzie. The season ended yesterday where I'm from, and my dad was so mad because he had pretty 8-10 point come in across the camera. Oh, yeah, that happens. Multi-Hunter, what's up, brother Nick? Thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate you. So, got the discs ready to go. I wish I had my drone to video my food plots and my dad's food plots this year when we're planting. But I won't have it. Call me Nighthawk. What's up, Bob? Thanks for coming in, brother. Appreciate you. In Brindley. Okay. I like the color of that shirt, bro. Thanks, man. It's the silver off the hook. It's the dye sublimation. I haven't ordered shirts in a long time, and I feel like I don't want to pressure the community for shirts because everybody out there has a shirt. So I haven't really ordered any of these lately, but I may, I may get the community's feedback. We were poking fun at saying the deer knew the season. Oh, they do. They know the season's over, Melissa, or on the go with Lizzie. They know. They know. Yes, they do. For real. They do. Legend1604, what's up? Thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate you. But yeah, the shirts, I don't want to pressure the community. Like, hey, buy my shirts, buy my shirts. I wear them in my videos if people like them, if they get a hold of me. But I may get some feedback. Maybe this year I'll do a shirt order. So if you guys in the chat here want a shirt order this year, give me a thumbs up in the chat if you think that I should do shirts this year. These kind. Now this is dye sublimated performance shirts. This has a hood on it. This has the hoodie. This is one of my son's shirts. I have short sleeve and long sleeve like this as well, and I also have hoodies. It's my birthday today, so can you wish me happy birthday? I will wish you happy birthday, but I do not know how to pronounce your name. Godskier Sister. Godskier Sister, happy birthday. Finally, someone gets my name right. Melissa Barrett, on the go with Lizzie. At least hog season. Oh, we don't have hogs here. On the go with Lizzie. We don't have the hogs here. I guess they're in Ohio, but I haven't seen any. So if anybody needs summer shirts. Yeah, I have short sleeves. I have short sleeve in this, but I'm working with a company right down the street from me. Thank you. I appreciate that, Hitch. But yeah, I had an artist make this for me because I can't draw. But on the go with all over. Oh yeah, they're all over Louisiana. But yeah, if anybody wants me to order shirts this year, or we're taking order, and what I do when I do these orders is I take a pre-order. So what I would do is I would say, okay, what do you want? Now they have millions of colors, and I would just offer certain colors. So if I will probably post a community page this year on there, or put it out there, or mention it in some lives. Yeah, sunproof. That's what this is. Sunproof sleeve. It's got the off the hook on the sleeves. And then this one, let me see if I can spin around here for you. I think it's got the off the hook on the back. I'm not using that back logo anymore, that fish logo, because everybody has one of them. When I made these up years ago, they put that logo on because I wanted something, but now I just put this logo on the back and the front. My short sleeve shirts, you have the small logo in the top corner, left pocket, and then you have the hoodies have it on the sleeves. with the logo on the front. So that's how that would be. But yeah, Deer Corner, what's up? Like to find a zip up. I have the quarter zips as well. Not a zip up, but what I'm doing now is I'm working with right down the street. Put me down for 2. Yeah, I'll definitely probably announce it and put an order in. Because what I got to do is I got to take people's orders, write them down, and then send it in, the colors, the sizes, and everything. And they run a little small. So if you're like I have an extra large, but sometimes I like to layer under them and when I'm out in the water, so I'll put something under it. So maybe like a double X, a little loose shirt to take off, and then I wear my short sleeve under that as well. So they run a little small, I think. So if you're going to order, if you take a medium, order a large, something like that. But I'll announce all that stuff in here. You know what I mean? So I'm not taking orders yet, but I'm just trying to get a feel because, like I said, I don't want to pressure the community with it. Now, getting back to the company down the street here, they're a T-shirt company, and I'm getting hats made from them, and they have the hot heat film. They're not embroidered. I have some embroidered hats, but they get really costly when you're doing embroidered. I haven't found a good price on an embroidered hat because I want to give you guys the cheapest price I can, but there's shipping involved and everything. Thanks, Hitch. I'll talk to you. Thank you for coming in. But so down there, they're going to be, they can make T-shirts, they can make performance shirts, but it's not dye sublimated. It's the hot heat film, and that thing lasts a lot better than screen printing. Like I've seen their shirts, and my daughter has a few shirts that are made from them, and they don't wear out. But these dye sublimated ones are like the best with the performance. Like these are like the best shirts you can get. So and I sell them at a decent price. I think they're like $25 for this hoodie one. The sun shirt is like 25. I think I was selling them for. The hoodies are 35. The actual fleece. They have a performance outer and a liner inside. They're like $35. And then the short sleeve shirts are like 20. I think that's what it is, and that's including shipping, I believe. So, but we'll get to that later on in the season here. Is Sunfish King in here as well? I didn't see King. Did I see King in here? I don't know. If he's in here. Oh, there he is. What's up, brother? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Going vertical today. Going vertical. So yeah, that company down the street for me is pretty. What's up, brother? Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't really talked to you in a while either. But Sunfish King and I are working on a FishAngler ambassador. We're doing some projects with them coming up here, so look out for that. So they make shirts. They're reasonable, and they do more of the T-shirt type. So I'll probably be buying T-shirts from them. They have really good quality T-shirts. They're really good. So I'm going to probably get some. I got some hats made. I got about 10 hats made so far. They're not ready yet. I actually have to talk to them. And I'll probably get some shirts, but I can also get performance shirts, but that would be the heat film, what it is. It's not dye sublimated. So I'm going to try a few of them this year, and I'll wear them on my videos and stuff. But I'll probably take an order this year. I probably will do an order since you guys. Hope you and the family are doing well. Till I started a new job, so I've been busy but blessed. Yeah, it's always good to be working. I have those already showing. Check your. I did check my camera, Deer Corner. I had a bunch of big gobbler turkeys, you know, big, I had hens on there too, but I had a bunch of turkeys. Danny Brinkmeyer, what's up? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. I'm doing that new video, a new review on the camera that I got for a review, and I put it out down at our feeders and our protein blocks. And that's another thing that I wanted to talk about. And Nick's in here too. He'll appreciate this. Get some Booney hats, Ted. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. But I put out protein blocks right now. This year, instead of corn, corn really does, corn is just an attractant. It's a cheap attractant for them. Now it gives them some Robulin, I don't even know how to put Robia, Scorpion Sting. Where do you hunt at? I hunt at in PA, and I also hunt in Ohio. Kendall Montez, thank you for coming in. Comye Grogan, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys coming in here. But I use corn for an attractant. But now in the off season, my buddy and I decided we have a lot of nice bucks down in Ohio, and I'm going to do that here too. And I did do that here. What I did was I put out protein blocks here with also protein pellets in our feeder along with corn, and spread it out in the center of our property to give the deer a little, you know, give them something for the after the season in the cold months to really, you know, help them in the cold season. And down Ohio, you know, I'm a big fan of Lucky Buck, and I know Nick knows this as well. Is that a real deer? Yes, they're real deer. There's 2 of them right there, and then there's my whole living room has deer in them. Here, I'll take you real quick here. I'll show you while you guys are here. I'll pick this up. Let me spin me around. So there's a deer right there. There's one. There's the other one right there. There is a deer right there behind that bush. There's a nice one there. That's like a 17 point right there. It has a bunch of nubs on it. And then there's another one right there in my living room. And then I got about 6 downstairs in the basement as well. So that's my deer collection. Are trolls worse on vertical lives? Yeah, I think they are. It could be. Cheesehead Media. What's up, Brian? How are you, buddy? Thank you for coming in. Hey, Glenn, thank you. This can be a dangerous format. It can be. I think it can be. But this is my first time doing it, and I wanted to get it out there to you guys, and I wanted to see it for myself. So, but yeah, this is the new format, and it gets shared out to the shorts feed. So I guess it's trying to give you exposure. So we use corn salt blocks and protein blocks. Yeah, we had same exact thing with us. We don't use the salt blocks as much, but the protein blocks, we're really. I don't mount my TV. Yeah, I know, Brian. I know you're not a big fan of the vertical, for sure. I just talked to Jason about it today. Yeah, any moderators may have your work cut out for you, buddy. For sure. On the correct channel. What's up, Glenn Rays? I knew what channel you are, buddy. So yeah, the protein down. I'm a big fan of the Lucky Buck, and I've been using it for years and years. And Antler King and Lucky Buck. But this past week, we were down in Ohio, and my buddy bought a bag of trophy mineral from Antler King, and I wanted Nick to hear this. And Glenn, he does it too, and I'm sure Matt from Wannabe will want to do it. There are hunters in here. I think Rick left, or he may still be in here. But what we found and what Bob found, he actually pointed it out to me. Yeah, and I have a Tractor Supply down at camp, so I'm probably going to check that out. I think it's 50% off on stuff. They had blocks down there. That's where I bought the Tree Line protein blocks. Nice. 4-pounder, that's a nice fish. But the protein blocks I bought for $12.50 for the blocks, so that was a good price for that. So down there, when he showed me the bag, it's the 25 trophy mineral from Antler King, 25 more minerals, and the salt content in it was low. You got like 10% more minerals in that bag than you did in the bucket, and then the salt content in like Lucky Buck. Now Lucky Buck is great. I'm not knocking it. Joey C., why do you have so many dead animals in your living room? Because I hunt. Joey C., I'm a hunter. So that's where my trophies hang. That's why they're hanging there. But so the protein count, the minerals in the Antler King bag was almost doubled, mineral-wise, and they had less salt in it. Now the attractant factor with the Lucky Buck is I love the Lucky Buck. Like if I was... And let me explain this to you. There's more salt content in Lucky Buck than the Antler King. We found out, and there was so much more minerals in the Antler King bag, and then even the Antler King bucket that they sell. So that's the big thing that we learned. So we are hammering the deer this year in the off season with the minerals. Now, the difference between the Antler King and where I use Antler King and where I use Lucky Buck is if I'm going to open up a new spot, like if I find a good area and I'm putting a tree stand in that area, well, what I do is I start a little mineral lick with the Lucky Buck, because you dump that out, it's almost you want to eat it. It smells that good. It smells dynamite. It's awesome. And that scent gets out there, and it gets them deer coming into that. And then you can add whatever else you want to it after they find that. Most of my trophies are in the freezer. Yeah, Glenn, you're a meat guy. I know. Yep, bought 5 Antler King with blocks and 5 bags of Booner bag. Yeah, you can definitely. That's Antler King is a great product, and I just found out that it has way more minerals. So we're gonna. It does smell great. Yeah, that Lucky Buck is an awesome product as well. And like I said, I'll mix it, you know. But there's some on the bags, and that Antler King tells you what to mix. You can't mix with it, like salt, pure salt, like iodized salt. Some people mix with it, but you're creating a reaction, a chemical reaction with the minerals, and it's not good. So they don't want you to mix salt with it, even though it contains salt. They don't want you to mix regular salt with it, which is kind of funny. You know, you either can put a toxic concoction in there and the deer walk around all goofy, or you can hurt your deer or not. Hit your ears to deal with a lot of cattle to get the best price. Yeah, we do down in Ohio for sure. There's a couple feed stores down there that we get our Antler King from. We find that it only needs trace amounts of minerals because eating salt from the dirt provides most of what they need. Yeah, I get it for sure. But yeah, the potassium, the magnesium, and all that stuff, and all the antler growing minerals, we're hammering them this year with the Antler King. So sites get started out with, do you hunt? I have hunted coyotes. Yeah, I have hunting calls. I was thinking about when I go down this weekend, I might take my coyote calls down there and go up at night with my son and sit in my dad's blind and maybe call coyotes tomorrow evening. But yeah, the protein blocks help. The protein pellets help. So we're doing that. Raise your hand if you're from Uzbekistan. No, nobody here from nobody. I'm not anyway. Mixes quicker in the soil. Yeah, a lot of that. I have to take a lot to look at the Antler King. I have to take. Yeah, definitely, Nick. Look at that Antler King and just look at the mineral content in it. You'll be surprised. And I was surprised this weekend. Run, he is behind you and he is coming for you. Yeah, thanks, Crazy K509. Thank you for coming in. But yeah, so we're just hammering them with minerals all season. And then once we get to about August, July, August, maybe August, the end of August, we're going to start putting out the protein. Now, I don't like to put out protein pellets on the ground that much because of the rain will get it and it'll get mushy. Like a lot of mixes have like a cereal grains in them, and I've seen already out there that people have already crushed up regular breakfast cereals, like kids cereals, like Cocoa Puffs or like Fruity Pebbles, and they crush it up in a bag and they take it out and dump it, and that attracts deer as well. So if you have stale old cereal around, go dump it out of your mineral sites. The deer will eat it. I mean, just so you know that. I've done it before. I've made my own mixes up and things like that. I've added salt. I've added Lucky Buck to cereal mixes, and I've crushed it up because my kids eat cereal all the time. I've used Frosted Flakes. I've used Fruity Pebbles. I've used Cocoa Puffs. Anything like Captain Crunch. You can use any of that stuff. If it's old, take it out and dump it out for the deer, and they'll eat it. Say happy birthday to my brother Sioshimi. There you go. Happy birthday. I need to hunt some yotes. Yeah, it's fun hunting the coyotes. If you rake out an area and put the Antler King booner bag out, I'll actually grow a certain grass. Yeah, that's that grain that's in there or whatever. Or like the rye or whatever that's in there that grows from that. I've had that happen before. Stuff start growing where you're dumping from what you're dumping out. So yeah, been seeing a lot lately. Cool. So yeah, that's we're just hammering with protein this year until hunting season, and then what I use sweet feed as well, but sweet feed in a feeder doesn't work out because it gets cold, it gets hard, it gets warm, it gets soft, and it sticks in a feeder. So that's why I went with the dry protein pellet, and I used Purina deer pellets this year. We're using Purina and with corn, mixing it, and we're putting it out. You love hunting? Well, that's good. I'm glad you like it. Keep hunting. It's a good thing. No, you're good, brother. You can comment as much as you want. I love the comments. Jesus is watching you. Thank you for coming in. Some Johnny Rebel together. Yeah. So, but yeah, feel free to comment. I don't care. I love the comments. So, but getting back to the antlers, we're going to grow the antlers this year. That's all good with the protein. The feeders are out. I have a bunch of videos coming out right now. They'll be coming out every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on my channel. Please come in. I premiere every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So if you guys are in here, please stop in. I appreciate it. If you guys are in here also, please hit the like button. That helps out, pushes us out to people in the algorithm. So please hit the like button if you haven't hit it already. I appreciate it. So getting back to our weekend project. When I read you were going vertical, I was hoping that meant you finally bought a drone. No, not yet, but I do want the drone because I'm going to be planning Foodplots this season. I might tell Jason to send me his drone down and let me borrow it for like 2 months. But I'm in the market to buy the Mini 4 for sure. Brian, I'm going to get the Mini 4 for sure. It's just a matter of getting the money up to get it. $1,200, $1,000 is a little much right now for me. So I'm waiting to get the drone for sure, though. So getting into the project this weekend, what we're doing is my father and I, my son, we're going down to our camp down in Uniontown. And we have some guys coming down too that are members down there. And we're going to be trimming out and pruning the apple trees right now. So everything's dead. It's a great time to get in the woods. If you have to do any trimming, yeah, we have watering holes as well at Deer Corner, for sure. My buddy actually put a swimming pool in his food plot and fills it up, and then it gets filled up naturally from the rain. My dad, I'm going to put one in my dad's feeder, but you don't want too many water holes because you want the deer to travel. You don't want to have a water hole every 100 yards or a mineral lick every 100 yards because the deer won't move on your property. They'll go and leave. So you want them to have to walk to the food and walk to the water and things like that so you get the travel patterns of the deer. You don't want them to just stick around the, one area. You want them to travel. And that's why in our food plots down here, and I'll be explaining that to you in videos coming up, is why we put our food plots where we did. And it was all by strategy. I drew it out. My buddy Jason, he drew it out, and we came up with it, a plan for our deer management program. And it's been working really good. We've been doing it pretty heavy for the last 4 or 5 years, and we've seen a lot of deer numbers increase on our property and deer quality increase on our property. So it's really exciting to see your work, paying off when you're doing that stuff. So, but this weekend we're heading down. We're gonna, like I said, this is the great time of the year to get out there, trim around your trees, hinge cut. If it's not too cold, you can hinge cut. To make cover and make browse for your deer. You can do that this time of year. Usually in March is when we do that because you don't want the tree frozen when you cut it, because when you cut it and throw it down, if it's frozen, it'll die. So you don't want it to be too cold out. You want it to be definitely above freezing when you're hinge cutting. And when you're hinge cutting, make sure you pre-plan where you want your trees to fall because that inhibits deer movement. So if you want a deer to go up to a food plot, you're not going to drop trees horizontally. It'll block the deer from traveling. So you want to drop them in travel routes or make travel routes with your hinge cuts. So remember that, guys. That's just a little tip. Always think of stuff. Always think of what's going to happen. When you do something, how's it going to affect it later down the road? So that's a big thing about deer in land management, is thinking ahead and seeing what's going to happen down the road. Because once you cut the tree down, you cut the tree down. You ain't going to stand it back up and make it grow. So how deep do you hinge cut? I cut it and pull. I use the pull stick to pull it down so you're not cutting all the way through. I try to get it so I like to leave half of the trunk on when it falls. Sometimes I've cut trees and it falls and snaps completely off and you lost that tree. So you got to really be careful when you're hinge cutting. You got to know what you're doing. I recommend you guys just Google it or go to YouTube and look at hinge cutting. Or you can also go over to Whitetail Driven Solutions. My buddy Josh over there has some great videos on how to do things like that. So Josh over at Whitetail Driven Solutions is a great channel to watch to get some how-to. Or you can watch my channel when I do it. I'd recommend that. But yeah, hinge cutting is the least amount of cut you want, because you want the bark, the middle of that tree, you want that to fall. If you have an 8-inch tree, you want to go in, until you can pull that over. If you can pull it, now it takes some work. I like to pull more than cut. So when you're cutting, you cut it and you have somebody on the pull stick, and all it is like a metal rod with a hook on it, with like little grippies, like channel locks almost, like the one side of a channel lock, and it grabs the trunk and you pull it as you're cutting, and then as soon as it starts coming, you stop cutting. You don't want to cut all the way through that, or only give it a little bit. You want that outer layer of that tree to be intact with the rest of the tree that you dropped, so it will grow and get leaves and stuff at ground level for the deer. So if you can't afford to plant or have the equipment, weed eating or mowing natural grass and browse, then fertilize it. Yes, you are correct. We've done that on a lot of logging roads and like on edges of fields. because you do want to transition on a field. It increases the nutrient content. Yeah, and Glenn knows his stuff too, so he's another good channel to watch for that stuff. You know, he does all that. He gets it. He knows what he's done his homework on that stuff. So Raised Outdoors, you definitely want to go over and check him out. But yeah, we'll do transitions, bedding, feeding, and all that, and like our fields. Everybody has a bad habit, and I'm not going to mention no names, of clearing too much out. And you don't want to open, like if you have your tree stand there, if you open up too much around you, the deer are going to walk around you in the thickets, or the thickest part of that, if you open up too much. Now, obviously, you're going to have a food plot. Take my dad's field as an example. If you guys watch my videos. Hey, Legend, thanks for coming back. If you watch my videos, I consider it a shot plot. It's about a 1/4 acre. We have clover on one side, and we have the big sexy in the middle of it, okay? Brody Brewer, what's up? My biggest buck ever killed's on the wall there. I believe that's a 16 point. That's my biggest. It scored like 128. I haven't shot, now I've missed and I've hit big deer, but I've never got something over 130 yet. But it's coming. Keep watching the videos. You'll see it. Down Ohio, it's going to happen. My odds are better in Ohio than PA. And my standards in PA are a lot lower than Ohio. So I need to do more content like you do explaining what we do. Yeah, I think you'd be great at that, Glenn. I really do. I think you should do that. And also, I think maybe we should get together and maybe do something together. You know what I mean? And we can also, remember, we got the option now. We can live stream together. We can both go live doing what we're doing out there and do a live together. So that's always in my head too, like different things, different projects coming up. So if you're interested in something like that or working on a project together, I'm more than happy to do that, especially Glenn because he knows his stuff. What time is it? It is noon here in PA. Leah, it is noon. So, but yeah, the transitions, like I said, you don't want to clear out too much around your stand because the deer will go around you. Now, the rut, it's free for all. They come through there and everything. Like my dad's field that I make is for my dad. I do it for him, but I do it for my son as well. I enjoy watching my son seeing deer and my dad seeing deer. Down our Uniontown, we weren't seeing a lot of deer. We would see deer, a lot of doe and small bucks. But now we're starting to get the racks on them and seeing bigger deer. So that's really exciting. When you see that transformation of what you had and what you have now, it's really exciting, and it really gives you the motivation to do more and more. And you know, once you start it, it's like an addiction. You're just going to keep doing it because you want to see bigger and better and more deer. So you're just going to keep at it. And that's what's happening down at our place. People are getting more involved, you know, and they're seeing results, and more people want to get into it. But what I like to do is I like to have bedding area to feeding area, the transition in between. I like putting stands in between that. I don't necessarily like it, and I've heard from many people, like, you don't want to shoot a deer over a food plot or in a food plot because then they'll relate that food plot to danger. Like, and they'll become nocturnal and they'll come in there when you're not there or at night. So be careful. Like, shot plots are a little different than a main food plot. Like, down at my place, and if you watch the videos, you'll see my dad has a shot plot. It's basically in the woods. He has woods all around them. We have apple trees and pear trees, and now we have chestnut trees in there. Absolutely. Yeah, that would be awesome because we could explain that too, Glenn. Like, we could put out some great content. I know we could. So we'll have to get together and talk about that for sure. You know, we can definitely do that. But, so, you know, up there, it's a shot plot is what I call it. It's a smaller plot. Now, there's a wood break in between it. There's about 200 yards of woods where my dad's stand is. And then down on the hill, down on the flat, we have a main food plot. Yeah, 144, that's a nice buck. Yeah, the 120s, it's just like I can't get out of that either, Nick. I couldn't get out of it. But it'll happen eventually. And believe me, you all know it when it happens. Yes, for sure, Matt, for sure. But so it goes into the woods and it goes down to a big field. It's about a 2-acre field, and we call that our main food plot, and that's basically right in the center of our property. And when we drew it up, we wanted to channel all our food plots in the middle of our property and create what I call a wagon wheel effect. And it's just like you have the spokes on a wheel coming off. That's your main hub would be your main food plot. Then off of your main food plot, you have trails going to, because we have a small property. We have like 130 acres down there or whatever. and there's other deer on the other properties, and they just logged they logged hundreds of acres to the right of us, and that's going to be really good bedding. So we want to have the best food to draw them deer out. Well, the trails leading to our property is what I want to hunt. I want to hunt those trails because the deer will hit those trails. They'll be in there a lot earlier. Once they get to the food plot, it's usually last light. So I like to hunt the trails leading to them. Now, my son's seeing deer and shooting deer. I let him shoot them out of the food plot because I want to get him into it and I want to get him excited for it. So I let him do that. But I've heard from Josh himself and stuff, you got to be careful doing that. Now, we don't live down there. We're not down there all the time, so that helps as well. Where, you know, we pressure it for a little bit and then we're off of it and then it sort of gets back to normal again, you know. So, but that's that. So we have our main food plot, then we cross the woods where I have my feeder and the protein blocks, and we go up the hill, and then we have a long, probably 200-300 yard food plot, and then we have another guy that makes a food plot, little supplemental food plots, and that's all we have on our property. And, you know, the bigger you get with food plots, the more money you got to spend, and you need more people to help you do it. So there's only so much time before the hunting season, so we like to plant August, like the end of August, or I'm sorry, the beginning of end of July, beginning of August. We've been planting recently, the last few years, we've been planting like the middle to the end of August. So we've been missing really good growing season and growing weather. Like 30 days of maturity on a plant is big time. So the last couple of years, like I did it one year and I had dwarf Essex rape and it grew great and it had the tonnage here. And that's one thing you want to do is have tonnage, because a deer's average food consumption in a year is anywhere from 6.5 to 7.5 tons per deer. So you got to create the tonnage on your property to maintain your herd. Now, we have a little property, so I don't even say I have a deer herd. I'm just maintaining the deer in the area, and I want to attract them to our property. If you think about it, and it's hard to explain, if you think about a mineral lick, like I go and dump a mineral out in thousands of acres of property, and I dump a mineral lick. Well, I'm attracting deer to that mineral lick, okay? Think of my property as a big mineral lick for all the property around you, and we're trying to attract deer to that mineral lick, which is our property, and hunt the trails coming in. And some deer will stay and make their home range on our property, but it only can hold so many deer per acre. So you got to think of that too, because a deer will go where the best food is. So we want to create, we have bedding and stuff, so we don't have to worry about that. We want to create the best food in the area for like the best restaurant, your favorite restaurant. I always refer to like us, like humans. Where do you like to eat at? You know, your favorite restaurant. We want to create that favorite restaurant for that deer. And then when you're driving to the restaurant, you drive down the highway. You get off an exit. So there's your main deer trails is your highway. Your exits are your smaller faint trails. So if you put that in perspective like that, is you have your favorite restaurant for the deer to eat at. You have your travel routes for your deer, which is your main highway. Then you can micromanage that and go into those off trails that come off the main highway. Your exits off the highway to your destination. So that's where you have different trails. There's different travel patterns. The lay of the land will promote travel. It can, you know, cause them not to move a certain way. There's a lot of factors involved in that. And when you put all that together in a plan and you see it start working, it's really rewarding and exciting to see that. So think of it as like us, you know, like the perfect restaurant you like to eat at. You drive down the highway to get there. You get off your exit to go to the restaurant. And that's how I plan my deer hunts, and how I plan the land management down there is based on like that. So that's just an easy way to put it to you guys. And I've seen, it seems to me that that's the best way that people will understand that, you know. And again, not all the time do you drive down the same road. You go to work probably the same road every day. You make your turn, you stop at the store, at your routine every day. That's just like a deer. A deer will do that until you alter that pattern. And altering the pattern means putting in your minerals, putting in your watering holes, putting in your food plots. That can alter your patterns. Clearing out areas will divert them, just like when they make roads here. They're clearing out areas and making a travel path. Same thing is, thanks, Glenn, I appreciate that. Yes, but yeah, and that's all factors in this. I mean, you can go on and spend. I mean, I spend a lot of time thinking and just doing things and coming up with a better plan. And then you need people to help you do it too. And sometimes it doesn't happen like that. Like sometimes we get the same 5 guys down there all the time doing it instead of 10 members. Yeah, I think so. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I really do. But it makes sense, and I'm just trying to make it make sense to you guys, and relating it to our real world. Just bring it into the deer woods because the deer are doing the same thing we're doing. They want to breed, they want to eat, and they want to be protected. So bedding, feeding, and the rut. It's kind of simple, but then there's all the little sub thing, the subtopics to make it successful. And that's just what I do is I try to relate it to us so you would understand that. You have acorn trees, you have natural food. One of the best things in the world, and for me, even in Ohio, I mean, there's thousands and thousands of acres of public. We have a lease. There'll be years where I go down there and I see more deer and bigger bucks on public land. And you know why that is? It's because we didn't change that environment. We didn't change it to alter. When you make a change, when you do an action, there's an opposite reaction, correct? So if I put a food plot in, that deer knows that's not natural until they get used to it. So they divert and maybe go somewhere else. You know what I mean? So there's thousands of acres down Ohio, and I've hunted public land, and I shot a big 6-point down there. My biggest deer in Ohio, I shot it down in the basement, and that was over an acorn tree. I mean, you can't beat an acorn tree or acorns in the woods. If you find a lone acorn tree that's producing acorns, you better guarantee I'm going to set up a tree stand within shooting distance of that tree. Because the natural food, you're never going to beat the natural stuff. And if you can set up on a deer naturally, I prefer that way. But we have a lease. We have 250 acres down there. So we're attracting deer from other properties as well, just like we are down at our property in PA. So, hey, Uncle Don, thanks for coming in, buddy. I appreciate you. So yeah, that's just the way I look at things, and I try to bring that to you and maybe give you ideas. And I like to learn off of you guys. So that's all. That's what this platform is for me to learn and maybe teach some people. And my way is not the only way. My way may not work for you. Glenn may be doing something down there, like he just said. Hey, Stormy, thanks for coming in. Like Glenn said, we have 2 different habitats. So like me saying that it works here for me may not work for Glenn down there. He might have to do something else. But then again, when I see Glenn doing it and he's working and it's successful for him, hey, LB, thank you for coming in. I may be able to take some of his ideas and implement them here in PA, and it may work for me or it may not. So that's the beauty of this platform and us getting together on these lives and talking about subjects. And that's why when I do my lives, I try to make it a topic-based live. And like I said, it doesn't matter if I have 5 people in there or if I have 105 people in there. If we're talking about the subject and anybody's in there, I know they're interested in that subject. And that's what I like. And hopefully you like that too. We get people in there talking about deer management. Well, somebody who's not interested probably ain't going to stick around the live. They may come in and say hi, but then we get a good conversation with the people that are doing it and the people that are interested in it, and then it becomes that interesting topic where I could talk for hours and hours and hours on it. So, and that's the reason why I do the lives the way I do them, is I try to bring a topic-based live to you guys. I mean, I could sit here and we could talk about my kids' grades, or we could talk about me walking my dog. I mean, we can do that, but I don't want to do that kind of live. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. Some people are like that. It's like a get-together. They come in there, they say hi to everybody, and they do that. Yeah, and you are right, 100%, Glenn, and I am a scent freak, and I think you know that. But scent control and wind. You can have all the best food plots in the world. You can have all the food in the world, deer coming in, and you can mess it up by one time. Entering and exiting your stand is very important. And watch your wind. Hunt the wind. Don't ever think you're going to get by a deer and go into the wind, and they will pin you and bust you every single time. So wind is probably the biggest factor to success on a deer hunt. I believe that 100%, Glenn. I don't know, and I think you would agree with me as well, and so would Matt. But wind is a key. When you're putting up a tree stand, you just don't go in the woods and put a stand up. You got to look at how you're going to get in, how you're going to get out. And then what's the dominant wind in that area? Mine down Ohio is a west wind, southwest wind, southwest west wind. So when I'm setting up tree stands, that's like this year when I go down and do my video of me setting up my new tree stand down there. That's all taken in consideration is the wind. And I'm in a spot right now where if it shifts, the wind shifts, I'm sort of screwed. So I'm trying to set my stand up so if the wind shifts, I'm okay. And then I trust my scent control. I trust my scent-free suits and my Sitka gear and stuff like that. I trust Shield with our Extend and all their scent control products. And I trust my ozonics. And I put all that up when I'm out there hunting to give me an advantage. Now, you're never, ever... Let me just get into this real quick, too, because we could talk... I could probably call off work tonight and we could talk till midnight about this stuff. And I love it, don't get me wrong. I'll sit here and talk to you all day. But the wind in your scent control is really is like 100% your hunt. I believe that. Total scent elimination is impossible. Yes, the key is scent control. I was just going to say that, Glenn. You took the words right out of my mouth. A deer smells humans all the time, okay? Now, here at home, I have woods here. I have deer in my yard. I have deer in the front. If I walk outside and go, them deer aren't going to run because they're smelling the humans, okay? Now, when you're out in the woods, in big woods, and them deer are not smelling humans that much, there is a degree of scent, like the strength of your scent, okay? The scent is, hunting the wrong wind is effective if you control scent. Yes, you can control your scent and hunt the wrong wind. You can get away with it, but not 100% is what I'm saying. So a deer that smells you at 20 yards and the strength of your smell is what I'm going to say is, and I've thought about this. Would I shave my head bald for 3,000? Yeah, I'd shave my head bald for 3,000. Why? I'm already almost bald anyway. I always shave my head short anyway. So I do that. Send it 3,000. I'll shave it tomorrow. So anyway, a deer smells you in the woods. If you're 100 yards away, that deer smells you. There's no danger involved. He knows he can get away. He knows the degree of your scent. Like, he knows the strength of it. Now, the molecules and all that, that's a whole nother scientific level. The molecules in the air, your scent level. Now, that deer moves closer and closer and closer, and the scent's getting stronger and stronger and stronger for him. Now he knows, okay, somebody's closer, getting closer. Now, yeah, I could smell him. I'm out. I'm gone. Yeah, send the money first for sure. So that, I believe that. Like, deer has like a thermometer, basically, like a degree of like the scent. If he smells you and he thinks you're close, he's out of there. But if he smells you and it doesn't smell like a threat to them, then they're okay with that. But then there's different degrees. A deer that's in the big woods in Ohio is going to be way more scent receptive than a deer in my yard. I mean, they smell bacon, eggs, McDonald's cooking. They smell all that stuff around here. And I don't want to say it's easier, but it's a lot easier to get away with your hunts when you're hunting local, like urban areas, suburban, urban areas, because there's small patches of woods and there are dogs running, dogs in the backyard barking at them. So they're a little more relaxed now because they've been doing that. So you can hunt them. And I believe, I don't want to say it's easier because there's been times in PA where I got skunked or I passed up smaller buck. You could have taken a deer, but if you're trying to get a trophy animal, it's easier to hunt around your house and like those small wood plots than it would be in the big woods. I'm trying to say something like that. I don't know if that's the correct way to say it. Hasbin Hotel, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. But that is, that's my look on it. You know what I mean? Like the degree of scent, like the strength of your scent is a big thing, and I think a deer will determine that. And once he gets in that danger zone, then he's out or she's out. You'll get to stomping, you'll get them going. Like I'll be in my stand and sitting there, and I have my wind checker, and the deer will come up, and the wind's blowing right to them. And they get to a certain point, and then they're like, you can tell the different body language, and they're like, oh, something's wrong, and they stop, and they freeze for a second, and then they walk real slow, and then they look up, and they're looking around. You get them jumpy deer. They smell something ain't right. But 100 yards away, they were fine, But the deer around here, you can get away with a lot more than you could in the big woods. It's called Camo Dust. Okay. Okay. Now I use the Shield, and I just started using it at the beginning of this season. And believe it or not, I haven't used deodorant since. I know it's crazy to say here on the live out in public, but I haven't used regular deodorant in this whole year. What I do is I use the Shield Field Foam, and you got to make sure you're clean, and it'll work better. And now I've tested it at work. I've tested it at home. I don't use deodorant. I squirt it under my arms, and I put it on, and it goes away. It dries, and I don't smell like I can smell when I go to work, or if I'm out in the field, come in, you can smell yourself. You're like, woo. You know, that stuff, I don't smell myself, so I trust it 100%. Now, the Camo Dust, I'd be willing to try that just to see what it's all about. Glenn, if you recommend that, I would have no problem with trying it. But I am a big Shield promoter and guy with them, and I'm on their affiliate and partner program, and I'm, you know, with them. And I'm going to have actually February 24th, are he and she the acceptable pronouns? I don't know that, Brian. I don't even go there with that. But Theodore, the Indian tribes use smoke for cover stand. Yeah, I've heard my taxidermist smokes his clothes. He has old school lockers, and he uses a bee smoker, a bee, you know, that you would do bees with, and he puts wood chips and stuff in there, and he puts it in his locker, and he smokes his clothes. I mean, guys used to go out by the fire in the morning. They'd stoke the fire, throw a piece of green wood on it. It would smoke. They'd stand there in front of it, and then they'd go hunt. I mean, there's all kinds of different ways to do things. Yeah, it's Dust. I have a video where he had a buck at 4 yards and saw him but couldn't smell him. Okay. I don't know if I saw that video, Glenn, but I'm going to have to go over. If you want to, you're not even a moderator. Hold on a second. I don't know why you're not, but now you are. If you want to share that video, Glenn, feel free to share it. If you want to share that video of yours for that dust or whatever, I'd be happy to, you put it in here so people can see it, man. And I'll definitely go and watch it, for sure. Okay, and Wannabe just shared the Shopify, his Shopify Camo Dust, so that's cool. But yeah, Glenn, put your video up here if you don't mind, if you want to. But yeah, I mean, there's just tons of ways for scent control. But like I said, I'm hooked. The Shield products are awesome. I'm sure that this Camo Dust works good too, so I can try it for sure. But on February 24th, so you guys know, I am doing a live podcast, video podcast with City Sticker Chris and my buddy from up north. Me and him are pretty good friends. I'll send you the link. Okay, that's fine. And we're doing that February 24th between 7 and 8. I'm not sure of the time yet, but I'll be doing it with the Shield's own Phil Dixon. He's their national rep and everything, and part owner, I believe, of Shield. He's going to be up, and he's going to be talking about the Bryson Industry drones that he's involved with, and also he has his own drone company called Shadow Tech, I believe it's called. And we're going to be doing a live, and we're going to be going through the legalities in PA and Ohio of drones. And his drones, it isn't for videoing. What he does is he treats food plots, kills weeds and treats food plots or fields for the farmers. So that's going to be really interesting. So if you guys are into any of that, please stop into my February 24th live podcast stream with Phil and Chris, and probably Jason from JJ Drones will be on there because he's a drone nut himself. So he'll have probably questions that I won't come up with. And on the hunting side, I'll have questions, and I'm sure on the drone side, he'll have some questions for that. So that will be a very, very cool live. Just supporting Ted. He's a great guy and very, very knowledgeable. Well, thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Really do appreciate that. But yeah, like I said, I try to bring it to you like I have it, and I in no way, shape, or form do I say this is the way and it's going to work for you. I want you to try it, and I try methods that you guys have as well. I wanted to say thank you to all you guys that do support me. I really appreciate that. I wouldn't be doing this without you guys, and I love doing it with you guys. So, I really do appreciate it, and I enjoy the heck out of this, and it's basically my life and my passion. Besides my family life with my kids and everything, this is second to that, obviously. But this is my life. This is what I do, and I love doing it. You know, fishing and hunting. Hunting is my first passion, and then fishing is really close second. So, you know, it's probably, I don't know, if you had to rate it 80, 20, maybe 70, 30, I don't know. But fishing is a passion of mine too. Hey, you are a nice guy. Thanks, Peeler Outdoors. I appreciate you, buddy. And I try to support everybody in the community that I can. I really do. I try, when people are, you know, they have a tragedy in their lives, I try to reach out to them, at least talk to them if they need anything. So that's just what I do. My family's like that too. That's where I come from, a great family. I was blessed to be raised right and, you know, had fun doing it. And I'm just trying to share it with you guys and trying to pass it on to my family, my kids. So, you know, yeah, Vince, thank you, Vince. I appreciate that. And Vince is a buddy of mine, real good friend of mine who will be at the camp this weekend. So he's making my head big right there, huh? But yeah, so that's what we're doing. And Vince is going to do all the work this weekend, and I'm going to sit back and video. That's what I'm going to do this weekend. I'm not doing nothing. I'm going to watch you guys do it. And I'll just video it and make videos. But no, Vince is a good guy. I'm glad I got to meet him through the club and everything. And he's a trapper. I don't know if he's a good trapper, but he's a trapper. No, I'm just kidding. But no, Vince is a good guy. I'm glad I met him. We ended up becoming really good friends. He's actually the secretary in our club, our hunt club. I'm the treasurer. He's the secretary. My father's the president. And then we have a guy named Jason who's the vice president. So we get along good. We're going to get some work done. Get them deer growing down the camp. Have fun doing it. And that's what it's all about. Hey, Legend, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. But yeah, does anybody have any questions or anything about like what me or like any of the hunting things that I brought, any of the hunting content that I brought out to you, you know, food plots or any questions about my channel or anything, what I'm doing? I mean, I'll be happy to answer. What is your biggest and best deer? 127. Peeler. It's right there on the wall. Right there. That's it right there. And then that's another 9-point right there. But that's my biggest. That has 16 points. Now there's some stuff on the sides that you don't see on there. It don't look like a 16-point, but it's a 16-point. But that's my biggest. It was 127. I got it scored, and I got my story in Buckmasters when I shot it. They published a story on me on that, so that was pretty cool. I got a certificate and everything. I'm in the Buckmasters record book. I'm low on the pool there, on the totem pole, but I'm in the record book there. So that's my biggest. Now don't get me wrong, I hit a real big one in Ohio 3 years ago, and it was a monster. It was 150 plus, and then I seen some really big deer. I seen on the hoof this year in Ohio. I really haven't seen. I seen a nice 8-point. He probably would have scored 125, maybe. He was probably almost as big as that, if not as big as that one. But I passed him. I passed the 10-point up. I passed a nice 7. I passed a bunch of little deer down there. I was going to shoot a doe at the end of the season because we need to take some doe down there. But it was 9 degrees, and when I left my stand, it was 4. And I didn't feel like gutting a doe with hands in the doe, and you know how that can be. It can be very miserable. So, but if it was a buck, a trophy buck, I'd definitely do that. Yeah, I want to go, dang, that's a nice deer. Yeah, so that's what I do. So, but yeah, so the shirts, you know, if anybody's interested in shirts, I'll be announcing this. I'll probably put it out since people mentioned it here. You are one of my favorite YouTubers. Thank you, Legend. I appreciate you, buddy. I really do. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the comments on my videos as well. I try to answer them within a day or two. You guys can email me at tedpolanowskijr@gmail.com. I can answer any questions you have, or we can talk about hunting or fishing, anything you want. I also have my website is offthehookoutdoors.us, where I sell my baits. I also make my own soft plastics. I sell them on there. I use them to fish. I catch fish on them, so they work. I subscribe to you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so this shirt here, it's my hoodie shirt. This is my son's shirt. I think this is 30. 30 bucks, I think, for this shirt here. It's a sun shirt. I got the off the hook on the sides when you're out in the water. It's a performance shirt. I wanted to sell them. And I got the dye sublimation going because they don't fade. But like I said earlier in this, is I'm working with a company right down the road from me. I like to keep it local as well. And they're going to be, they're doing some hats for me. I do turkey hunt, Peeler. I do. Vincent here is a big turkey hunter too, but I turkey hunt myself. We got some nice turkeys down there. I got some pictures of some big gobblers that are dragging their beards are dragging the ground, so that'll be exciting this year. And so I have the short sleeve like this. The performance can come in a short sleeve, the long sleeve without the hood, and the long sleeve with the hood. And then I also have a performance hoodie, fleece hoodie. It's lined inside, so those chilly mornings. I wanted something because I was wearing these shirts, and they dry quick too. But in the mornings when you're wearing these and you're driving the boat first thing in the morning, it gets a little chilly. So I wanted to get a performance fleece, performance material, but with a fleece, like a lining in it. So I reached out to the company that I get them from, and they had something. So I got a couple of those as well. So there'll be hoodies for sale coming out. There'll be these shirts, the short sleeve and the long sleeve. And then this is what I call a sun shirt. But what I do is I actually take pre-orders because I don't stock shirts. So what I do is I take a pre-order from the community or whoever wants to buy them. I write it down, I write your sizes. And by the way, these shirts run a hair small. So if you're a medium, if you're a large, you want to probably get an extra large. If you're, a small, you want to get a medium and so on. So this is an extra large, but I would like it to be a little bigger so I could layer under it maybe if it was cold in the mornings, but it fits well and it's an extra large. So they run just a hair small if you are going to order them. And like I said, I take the pre-order. So what I'll do is I'll put a post out. I'll probably put a post out on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I don't really do much with TikTok, so I just use those 3 platforms. I may put it on my Camo Space, FishAngler, and FishBrain as well. And I take orders. And how I do that is I take the order, you pay me with PayPal or Venmo. I have your money in there, and I keep it in there until I place the order. And then I keep it in there so I know who paid and what they want. Colors, sizes, and all that. I take that all down. I let it run for a couple weeks that way, so it ain't like if you order a shirt today, you're getting it in a week. What I do is I'll maybe run that ad for a couple weeks. Yeah, I will. I will definitely do that. Hey, Willie, thanks for coming in, bud. And Lego Spaceman, how are you? So I take the pre-order. I take your orders. I write it down. I let it run for a few weeks, probably 2. I would probably leave it run for close to a month to get a big order. And then after that, I place my order, send them the money. I get the shirts, and then I mail them to you after that. My company doesn't mail out to you. I wish they did, but they don't. I'd rather get them, look at them, check them, and then mail them to you. So the prices are all included with the shipping and everything will be included in the price. And I think a shirt like this is 25 bucks including shipping. The hoodies are 35. The long sleeve shirts are, no, I'm sorry, 20. I think these are 27. The long sleeve without the hood's like 25. Then the short sleeve shirts are 20. Now, who I'm working with down the street from me, they're making some hats for me because I got hats made from this company. I really didn't like them. I didn't put them out there at all. So I'm getting hats made from the company down the road. And then also they have performance and stuff like that, but they don't have the dye sublimation. They have the hot film heat, but it's not screen printing. So don't get that mixed up with screen printing. I don't like the screen printing because you're out in the sun, you're washing your shirts a lot, you get fish worm juice and fish guts on your shirt, whatever you're doing, if you're eating them or whatever, but you get dirty fishing. And, if you're washing them a lot, you want to have a durable logo and stuff like that so it don't go in. I've had this shirt for about 2 years, and it looks good as new. So, but the heat film is a little better than screen printing, so I'm going to get them, and I'll probably get for myself and my family to use them first to see how they perform. I like to do that too, and even with my product reviews and stuff, I like to use them, then I do the review. Same thing with my shirts. What I'll do is I'll order some for my kids and for me, and probably my family, and then we'll use them and wear them, and then in a few weeks or something, how they work, or a few months, then I'll say, okay, I'm taking orders on t-shirts. Like I'll have t-shirts there. I'll have the option of like quarter zips, hoodies, and performance shirts down there. And the nice thing about that is I go right down the street. It's called C3. And I can go right down the street here and do it. I can pay them cash. I can pick it up. And one of the reasons why I got hooked up with them is because my daughter or my son was walking in a marathon for school. And I think my wife or somebody let it slip past where she didn't order the shirt for him for that day. And it was like a day or two before that. So I called them up and I said, hey, can you make this logo and make me one shirt for my son for like tomorrow or the next day? And he said, absolutely. And he made it. And I think he called me that evening and said it was done. And I couldn't even go pick it up that day. I had to wait till the next day, and that was on my part. You can sub if you'd like to, John. But so I went on, paid him, got the shirt, put it on my son. He went to school with the shirt that everybody else had. So that was really cool. So that's the kind of people, customer service and stuff goes a long way with me. So I like to give them my business. So I'll be giving them my business. And I should have, I think I got like 8 or 9 hats maybe made. They're in production right now. So once they have that, I may do a giveaway or two with a hat or two. I'll let my family pick their colors that they like. And then I'll probably do the giveaway with the rest of them for you guys. And also I'm thinking about doing a couple giveaways coming up here real soon. So keep an eye out for that. I may give some stuff away that I've done on product reviews before that I'm not really using. And if it's sitting here not being used, I'd rather give it to you guys if you can use it. So that's how I, hey Tez, yes, I am a hunter and a fisherman. Tez, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. If you guys get a chance, share my channel out. I appreciate that. You know, I really do. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hey, Monica, how are you? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Monica's a great supporter of the channel. I hope you're doing well. Any snow down there, Monica? There's no snow here yet, but it's supposed to come, I think, tonight. We're supposed to get some snow, so I'll be heading to camp in the morning in the snow. But I got my truck back. And for you, those of you who don't know, we take a family trip to Florida every year. And right before Florida, I had a lifter go in my truck. So I got it fixed. Drove all the way to Florida, get into Florida, the state of Florida. In about 10 minutes, I start hearing tapping again. And the truck started acting up. Pull over. No new snow yet. Okay. Pull over. I get it checked. And we spent the whole day going to different mechanics. And here it was Labor Day weekend, so nobody's working. They're leaving early on Fridays. So what I had to do is I had to disconnect my lifter, my fuel injector, and the lifter from that. We drove around Florida. We rented a car so we didn't have to drive the truck around. We found a place that can do that stuff, so they did that. Had to pay a couple $100 to have that done. Then we drove home on 7 cylinders. But we got home. I am in PA, JD. I am in PA. I hunt and fish PA, and I also hunt and fish Ohio. I hunt New York or fish New York and stuff like that. So, yes, I said hi to Monica. I shared your channel on my. Thank you, Stormy. I appreciate you. You know that. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And like I said, if you guys weren't, this is why I do it. You know, to talk to you guys, and you guys give me that motivation to keep doing things and keep putting out content for you guys. So, and I really try hard to do it. And like I said, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on my channel right here, I do a premiere every Wednesday. Sometimes you'll get 2 out of me in a week if I have too much and I have to fill in. So I'll try to do like a Sunday or something. I won't do a premiere, but I just put it out there. So 3 inches and disgusting winds. We had bad winds last night here. I mean, it was windy last night, real bad. And I thought we were going to get the snow yesterday, but it didn't come. I have never hunted the UK, ever. I've hunted Ohio, I've hunted New York, I've hunted PA. I haven't hunted West Virginia, but I fish everywhere. New York, Kentucky, Ohio, West Virginia, Maryland, Florida, things like that. So. But yeah, so I mean, I appreciate each and every one. And I went vertical today because this is a new platform for me to try this this live going vertical. I guess it's okay. I don't see any negatives yet on it. And I heard that this stuff gets shared out on the shorts feed now. If you go vertical. Thank you, Monica. I appreciate you. But yeah, so this was new to me. This is the first time that I'm doing this vertical. So I wanted to try it out. And I have not hunted Cuba. I haven't been out of the United States. Thank you, Monica. I appreciate you. But yeah, My biggest fish is probably 47-inch muskie. That's my biggest fish I ever caught. Because I muskie and bass fish a lot. And muskie I caught in New York. It was Lake Chautauqua. It was 47 inches. Still haven't broken that 50-inch mark yet, but I'm trying. So, but yeah, but like I said, this vertical platform is new to me, so I wanted to try it out and see what happens. So I appreciate each and every one of you getting in here, because I got to get ready for work here real soon. So I do hope I break it, legend. So, you know, I really do. Eventually I will. Eventually I'm going to get a 150 class buck. And then, well, obviously my goal is to get something over 130. And then maybe tackle that 150 class. But there's a lot of deer down there that I could probably do that. Thanks. Is that, where's the dog at? Oh yeah, there's my dog laying right there. That's one of them. She's, oh, hi. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Where's Dash at? Dash. Come here, Dash. You want a treat? Dash will be up in a second, I think. Or he's passed out downstairs on the couch. He likes to hang out down there. Yeah, so we're going to get out there. I'm going to probably make a video this weekend. Hey, Beans, thanks for coming in. Make a video with us doing our pruning and apple trees and just show you what we do. I like to bring you everything. If you break it in 1 year, I'll give you 100. All right, Krista Fish. I'm going to hold you to that. That means you're going to have to keep stopping by the channel, buddy. And keep commenting, coming in. I appreciate it. Keep coming back, guys. I hope you guys, you know, follow me or sub to me. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subbed, please consider it. Like I said, I do product reviews, hunting and fishing videos. I do a lot of family fun videos and vacations and giveaways and things like that. So stop in. You know, I appreciate each and every one of you. And you guys are the reason why I do this. So, and like I said, this is what I do and I love doing it. So, so on that note, I'm going to end it, guys. So like, I appreciate all you guys coming in. Hit that like button. Share us out. Appreciate each and make a comment, because I do love looking at the comments, and I will comment myself back to you within a day or two. So please do that. And like I always say, take a kid fishing or hunting. We want to preserve that sport and pass it on to future generations. You all have a great weekend, and we will see ya.